Oh my god. Hotline Miami. I couldn't think of a more orgasmic game to kick off the new era of Chargeback Forward. My name is Terence, and over the next 2 or so minutes, I'm just going to ejaculate all over your faces with how much I love Hotline Miami. Yes, I know, when I talked about the new CBF, it was going to be retro. And I want to clarify this, guys. Anything that happens before 2014 and is not on the next generation consoles, PS4 and Xbox One, I consider to be retro. And I find it very fitting that the first game that I talk about is a game that was made in 2012, but purposely is made to look and feel like a game right out of the late 80s. I'm really torn to figure out if it's something that would have been on PC or something that would have been in the arcades, but I don't care. It is probably one of the best murder simulators I have ever played, and it just oozes style. It oozes 80s. It oozes the movie Drive, which they've openly admitted that was a main inspiration. The music, oh my god, the soundtrack is off the fucking hook. I cannot stress that enough. Play this game and you will love the soundtrack, and you will most likely obtain the soundtrack. Hotline Miami is available on PC and more recently came out as a cross-buy thing for PS3 and PS Vita. I have been playing the shit out of the PS Vita version and I absolutely love it. Now, there's games that you play and you don't clear. There's games that you play and clear and you put away. I played, I struggled, and I overcame Hotline Miami. But the fact of the matter is I couldn't put it, or its music, or the gameplay dynamics, or the gruesome violence, or the humor, or the really amazing demented story that goes with it, or the aesthetic look of it, or the fact that when you go to the pizza parlor, the deli, or the VHS video rental store, it's the same guy all the time. And the faces, when you see the close-ups of your face, you just want to laugh because it's ripped right out of the 80s. And like bad guys are like, ah, and biting their lips and something like, ah, I can't fucking, ah. Oh my god. See? I'm telling you. Okay, so Hotline Miami is like a top-down game, and it combines elements of stealth, it combines elements of brutal action, humor, melee combat, throwing weapons, range weapons like guns. You have everything from a beer bottle to a brick to a dart to scissors to machete, katana, sledgehammer, hammer, frying pan, pot with boiling water, fucking shotguns, Uzis, silenced Uzis, like machine guns, so much, throwing stars, lead pipes, baseball bats, there's like axes, sledgehammers, like the list goes on. And the craziest thing about it is all of these weapons are largely unique and have a sense of weight in them that is completely believable. When you're swinging around a lead pipe, or you're swinging around a pool cue, or you crack over some fucker's head, and then you have a little one and you fucking stab the person, or if you get the person down on the ground, you're really like stabbing in their throat, and glorious like 8-bit blood just goes like spewing everywhere. It is amazing. And something light like that is a hell of a lot different than when you're swinging a fire axe or a sledgehammer. And same thing when you're carrying guns. If it's a two-handed gun like a shotgun, you're only going to be able to fire it so many times. If it's like a Magnum or a silenced Uzi or whatever, you know, you're doing the one draw. God, this game is so perfect. It is a punishing game. It is a game that kicks you in your scrotum, in your vagina, whatever you have, whatever your junk is, it deliberately kicks you there. There's actually an achievement where you get, by accomplishing 1,000 deaths, not kills to the enemies, but 1,000 times that you've died. Let me tell you, I've died probably about 5,000 times. Even though this game is super unforgiving, it is a level playing field for the most part, where one mistake on your end will result in death. The same goes for the enemies, because one bullet will kill you and one bullet will kill them. The whole purpose of the game is you go from floor to floor in these levels. You get like a mysterious cryptic phone call that doesn't flat out tell you to go to kill someone or kill these people, but like one episode, for example, is at a hotel and the message, you know, hey, it's so-and-so, this is the hotel at blah, blah, blah. Please ensure that our guests get a great stay. So you exit, your character doesn't have a name, you exit your apartment, you get into what I can only imagine to be a DeLorean, and you go there. And when the stage starts, the first thing you get to do is you got to pick your mask. And there's, I think, around 20 different masks, and each mask has its advantages and disadvantages. For example, one mask is a unicorn, enables you to, when you fire your gun, it doesn't really draw a lot of noise. Others start you off with a knife. One, which is the last mask that you get, I don't even want to spoil that for you. Like, if you're not gonna play the game to its completion, like, go on Google to check that out. But it's infuriating what that last mask was, and the fact that there was an achievement attached to it, which is even more mind-bogglingly hard. God, I could talk forever about this game. The story is amazing. The pacing is amazing. The replayability is amazing. The music is so amazing. Like, it has elements of like 80s synth, whatever, but it also takes elements from the Drive soundtrack and really like thumping beats as well. And it just really gets you into the mood to pick up anything and just go slay. It's an action game. It's a stealth game. It's a game of strategy. You can just play Hotline Miami and beat it. Not easy, but to go through what it takes to get a perfect score, get an A+ rating, requires thought and trial and error and determining a path of which your slaughter will take place. Guys, this game is for you if you're into retro games, if you're into games that make you think, games that excite you, games that are immediately engaging and just pull you in, and you either like violence or you're not squeamish and you want to have an amazing time with some amazing and memorable moments and unbelievably cool boss fights. Not too many, just the right amount. And even though you're all badass when you're fighting the normal enemies, they throw something different at you when you fight the bosses. You will avoid this game, however, if you're squeamish, if you don't like amazing music, or you don't like games that challenge you to the point that you want to throw your console or your handheld out the window. Hotline Miami, guys. Play this fucking game, whatever you do. If you're a PS Plus subscriber, right now you can download that shit on the PS3, and it's a cross-buy thing, so you also get it for PS Vita for free. But even if you don't, it's worth buying. My recommendation, not playing the PC version, but playing the PS3 and the Vita version, I highly recommend the Vita version. While not perfect in its control, the fact that you can drag the screen to look at other parts of the map and like target who you're going to go attack, amazing. What an achievement of gaming, and I am so looking forward to the next one, which I definitely will be talking about. Guys, sound off in the comments below. Tell me what you think of the game, and also give me some ideas of things I could be talking about next. I'd like to see what you have in store. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really enjoying doing it so far, and I can't wait for the next installment.